community is like, we want DBD to be scary again. I want Dead by Daylight to be a scary game again. Okay, we've added giant spiders and cockroaches. No, that's not what we meant. That's not what we meant. You want a horror game? We'll give you a horror game. Yeah, darn right. That's what you asked for, didn't you? You know what? Behavior should add a killer, which requires 2 players to control it. They say, it's so hard to come up with a unique killer. Okay, make a killer that requires 2 people to operate. What? A killer with a split personality where you change it, a personality is literally another player? Yeah. Isn't that such a good idea? Right on the spot. There you go. That's a great idea. Like, but that would ruin the queue. Just one killer like that. Just do it. Just do it. It'd be an amazing idea. Who knows? Maybe it'll lay the framework down for future killers if it's that good, you know? Killer the schizophrenic. Oh my god. First suggestion, we're going to bring horror back to Dead by Daylight. And to bring horror back to Dead by Daylight, we're adding giant spiders and cockroaches. Okay, here's a third suggestion. Bring back the Attack on Titan collab and actually have an Attack on Titan game mode. I want to get chased by a giant Reiner, a giant Eren Yeager. How could we miss out on such a great opportunity? Already a skin? Yeah, but I want a whole freaking game mode and a custom map. You want more chaos? I'll give you more chaos. Maybe a giant skull merchant for stomping its heart. No, you know that idea would actually have the opposite effect of good, okay? I know you think it's funny, okay? And yes, it's funny on paper. But people hate the skull merchant, and they still do, no matter what they do to her. The skull... I hate to be that guy, but Skull Merchant... Okay, all right. You know what? Suggestion number 4, remove the Skull Merchant. Bam, you're hitting us with an amazing idea. All right, good job, Steel. I hate to break the behavior. I know you love Skull Merchant, but for some reason the community will hate her and always will hate her, no matter what you do to her. So you know what? Maybe we should remove her. All right, bam, amazing, chaotic idea. That's a great idea. Absolutely, 10 out of 10. The community would absolutely love it. Oh my goodness. Amazing creativity tonight. Well, we're on 4-wheel drive. Oh yeah, offering to reduce trees. Add an offering killers can burn to reduce trees and foliage. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sick and tired of you guys adding so many projectile killers. Right? Huntress, Springtrap, Unknown, Karasu. And you keep making every single map like a hoarder's pigsty every single time, okay? It's getting to the point we'd be going hard if we add an offering that can reduce trees and map foliage. It's too much junk. You keep adding all these projectile killers, but then you keep making the maps worse and worse and worse. That's actually a great idea. I personally want behavior to make map offerings 100% again. So like if I feel like playing Michael Myers Scratched Mirror on Leary's, like I can get 100% chance to get Leary's. Or if I want to play Orbital Huntress, I can choose an outdoor map. Or if I want to play Krasu or Unknown or Springtrap or Hunting, I want to snipe. I want to be able to burn an outdoor map and get an outdoor map. I don't want to be getting RPD 20 times in a row, okay? My personal suggestion is to bring back 100% map offerings so that killers can do like unique playstyles again. Allow killers to burn maps, not just for the maps itself, but to allow the unique playstyles to flourish. Palette Breaking Legion, Vault Speed Myers, right, on Leary's. Killers who like to snipe on outdoor maps. You think 20% was too low? 50% would be fine? Okay. We can settle on a middle ground. Or you know what? Better yet, make it so that only killers are the only ones that can burn map offerings and the survivors cannot. The only thing that survivors can do is cancel them out. That's a base take. Maps cuck killers more than anything. So make it so that killers are the only ones who can burn map offerings and the survivors can't burn any. But the survivors can cancel the killers' map offerings out. No, that would rile up the survivor mains. Behavior should add like a map match reconnect feature. Like let's say my power goes out. Like I'm playing Survivor and then my power comes back on and I open up DBD. I should be able to reconnect to the match. If I'm playing with like a Swift, this is what DVD Mobile had. DVD Mobile had that. I don't know if they should add like a match reconnect feature for killer, but like let's say you're playing in a 4-man Swift and then like let's say like 2 people are like brothers. The power goes out and then it's like, oh man, we have 2 bots. And it's like, oh don't worry. It's like, hey guys, we're gonna be back in a sec, right? The power comes back in like 2 minutes and it's like just let them reconnect and replace them back with the bots. I'm surprised Behavior hadn't implemented something like that like a long time ago. Maybe it's something that's on the list, but they just didn't have the time to do it yet. They use DBD Mobile to test much stuff, and good has come out of it. That didn't get put in the main game. It's insane. Maybe the core game developers are just incompetent. It's probably just harder to code. Maybe they're just incompetent. Voice chat. I was thinking proximity chat. I think Dead by Daylight could work with like proximity chat. This is kind of like the dicey suggestions, right? Proximity chat would be amazing, but I just think this community is just so toxic. All right. We got like a bunch of demons walking around. You give someone the hatch and they tell you that you should die. And they're like, ugh. Or you got someone that's like tunneling and it's like, he tells you he wants to burn your house down. And I'm like, ugh. I would be down for proximity voice chat, but some people, they own something else. They should try in the PTB. Yeah, something like a modifier, PTB, proximity chat. But it almost makes me wonder if behavior would need to add like a first person type mode for Survivor, just for the immersion's sake, you know? You know how behavior keeps nerfing generator perks? And they're kind of like, they want people to play hit and run killer, okay? Like chase killer, right? Behavior wants to nerf tunneling, camping, and slugging. Nerf all gen perks. And they want killers to chase all the time. Here's the nuclear option. Give every single killer base kit Bloodwarden and nuke all the gen perks. And just start slowly shifting the game so that everyone plays endgame killer. They're already going down that road, okay? They're already nerfing all the gen perks. They're already like giving base kit buffs to Survivor. Okay, let's go nuclear. You want all the killers to play chase? Force every single killer to play end game. Give every single killer base kit Bloodwarden. You got what you want. That's what you want, right? You want killers to chase. You don't want them to tunnel. You don't want them to slug. You don't want them to camp. You don't want them to do gen slowdown. All right, force them into end game. Give base kit Bloodwarden. You're already trying to do it with barbecue. I don't necessarily know if that would be a great idea, but it's an interesting one. Dude, if I made a video on this, the ideas, people would be like, these ideas suck. These ideas absolutely suck. Behavior should remove the hitboxes on all the tree branches and leaves on every single map. They've been adding the Unknown, Krasu, Springtrap. You know, we got Huntress. We got all these projectile killers that are being added to the game like crazy. You're kind of just like blue balling the potential of these killers by make it so the skies are covered all the time. Like, who's the only killer that can like really take advantage of tree branches and leaves? Like Singularity? I think you'll be fine if the branches don't have hitboxes. I'm mainly saying this for Orbital Huntress, but it's a bit of a selfish recommendation. Ugh. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, you know what another chaotic idea would be? Let's just like, should I just make the entire video just like rage bait? Maybe behavior should bring back old dead hard for distance and old dead hard iframes. When people used to dead hard and they get to like a pallet faster, they dead hard. You can't hit them because they're invulnerable. Maybe behavior should add old dead hard for distance back. I'll be honest with you, I don't think old dead hard for distance would be that bad. But I'm kind of biased because I'm a Huntress main and I play with hatchets. You're gonna kill M1 killers, go. Every single idea is either extremely chaotic and like kind of good, or extremely chaotic, just horrible. You give the survivors a perk to deconstruct breakable walls and then use the wood from the breakable wall to turn it into a pallet. An idea like that would not be that good. Just because like you'd be able to rebuild the shack palette. Makes the map more interactive. Yeah. This is like another change. It'd be like Huntress only. I would say like allow hatchets to go through survivors. You could do collaterals on survivors. Like if there are two people like healing each other, it damages both survivors. But like, let's say there are two survivors next to each other. Instead of downing a survivor, like it collapses through the survivor. But the second survivor that it hits, if they're just injured, make it so that they get endurance. So allow Huntress to collateral with her hatchets, but if she wants to down a survivor, the second survivor that gets hit needs to be the endurance health state. I think the responses to these ideas would probably be like, Grandpa's off his meds, but I think it'd be interesting to just kind of throw them out there.